because his father won't always be there to save him and protect him. And just like all of us who are parents, you want to prepare your kids for the world.
Oh.
You want the Mandalorian, I think, feels that. And especially in Star Wars, where the little guy is going to live hundreds of years, you want to make sure that he can look after himself someday.
So I want to talk about this project that feels like it closes a circle. It means that it's all started with the idea of capturing that original Star Wars feeling. And I think it's been a really long journey with a lot of innovation in technology and storytelling. So I want to know from your perspective, how does this story brings that full circle?
Well, I think that, I'm lucky enough to have been working in the Star Wars universe for 8 years and then a fan since I'm 10 years old when the first film came out. So it does feel like a big moment that I really appreciate in my life, that I get to bring these characters to the big screen and introduce maybe a whole new generation of fans to Star Wars. There are kids who were not old enough 7 years ago to see Star Wars in the movie theater last time it was there. And so there's a wonderful opportunity with all this anticipation for seeing Star Wars on the big screen again to present a really fun, great adventure for them. And so we worked really hard, not just for the fans who've been here forever. You got to take care of them. They're the reason you're getting to do this. But everybody acknowledges that for Star Wars to keep going on, you want to invite a new generation to have it speak to them the way it spoke to us.
Definitely. Now, this bond between Din Djarin and Grogu is at the heart of everything.
Yes.
I want to know how this relationship evolved in this film.
Well, both these characters changed a lot. One of them, started off as basically an infant, a small toddler that was helpless, and then over the course of being taught by the Mandalorian and even Luke Skywalker about the Force, he's become a more powerful character who actually can do more than just be rescued. He can actually help other people that need help. And for the Mandalorian, he started off as somebody who was a bounty hunter, who didn't ask questions, and now he's working for the good guys. And I think his heart grew a lot from being a father and by having the relationship to this innocent other character.
Okay, now taking this story to the big screen, what changed the most in how you approach it creatively, and especially when balancing big cinematic moments with more intimate and emotional ones?
Well, when it was a television show, I was a producer and I did a lot of writing, but I didn't get to direct. I only got to direct one episode of all the years we did it. And that was a bit of a treat for me. For a film, this is the director's medium, and I got to direct the whole piece. And we didn't have to rush and do whatever it was, 8 episodes in 1 year. Here we had 2 hours and we had 3 years to do it. So I got to build these wonderful sets. We got to get really complex choreography. We got to lean into old technologies like stop motion and motion control miniatures, but also state-of-the-art simulations, digital simulations, and digital characters like Rada the Hutt and the character that Martin Scorsese plays, Hugo Durant. We didn't have that luxury to do all those things. But I think we owe it to the audience, both the ones that never saw any Mandalorian shows before, which hopefully there'll be a lot of new audience members who come, but also the people who saw it on television, where it was a very cinematic experience. We had to outdo what we did there. So we see this as a challenge, and we have to earn the audience's appreciation, and hopefully they're going to like what we've been doing here.
Now let's talk about Grogu, because he has always communicated a lot without words. So I want to know, what was the key this time in making audiences feel even more connected to his journey?
Well, we've never seen Grogu's face on a huge IMAX screen before. So that took there's a lot of subtlety in the performance, right? And we've built new. We keep upgrading the puppet, the animatronics that we use. So that's what changed. But I think more importantly, what has to change is now it's Mandalorian and Grogu. They're partners now. He's not his kid that's being rescued. Now they're side by side working together. And that opened up a lot of possibilities and opportunities in storytelling, because Grogu has tremendous power. He just is young and he's just coming into his own. And to have a father who's working with him and training him on how to be a Mandalorian, but he's also been trained on how to be a Jedi. And that's a very powerful combination.
Okay, we're ready for all that. And thinking about this adventure, what do you feel it means for Grogu at this stage of his adventure and journey?
I think it's about him realizing that he has to step up, and he has responsibility too, because his father won't always be there to save him and protect him. And just like all of us who are parents, you want to prepare your kids for the world.
Oh.
You want the Mandalorian, I think, feels that, and especially in Star Wars, where the little guy is going to live hundreds of years. You want to make sure that he can look after himself someday.